Viewers, of course, the biggest story today, the national talking point comes from Tamil Nadu. Viewers, corruption is a cancer. It has beset our great nation from the day it became independent. No regime has been free of this scourge. The reason I'm calling it a scourge is because it has a massively debilitating impact on the psyche of the public. We work hard, you, myself, to earn our living. We pay our taxes. We hope that these taxes will be utilized to improve the quality of our lives. We bank our savings. We hope that those savings we will spend at a later date, viewers, to consume, to prop the economy, to allow for the creation of jobs. We do this all our lives. But when people loot that money and keep it all for themselves, they're ensuring that millions of Indians are held back, that millions of Indians will not get a good life full of opportunities. Well, viewers, looting is one type of corruption. Looting savings, looting taxes is one type of corruption. But there is another kind, still worse. A minister in the Tamil Nadu government stands accused. I'm not saying he's convicted. He stands accused of this brand of corruption. I'll explain. Tamil Nadu's Power Minister Senthil Balaji has been under the lens of the Enforcement Directorate. He may be in DMK now, but he was earlier in the DMK when he allegedly took money from aspirants wanting a government job in the transport department. And these were not, viewers, very wealthy or supremely educated people. They were, viewers, looking for blue-collar work. They were looking to get ahead, put their children through school in the hope that their children won't have to do blue-collar work, living hand to mouth, making ends meet. Now, if these allegations are true, this minister's brand of corruption, i.e., taking kickbacks to give jobs, risks being, and I'm underlining the word because he is not convicted, it risks being the most venal variety, as this corruption kills hope, it kills enterprise, it kills aspiration and dreams. Anyway, today, after multiple raids and intense 18-hour grilling by the central agency, Senthil Balaji, the DMK minister, was arrested on charges of money laundering and corruption. But that's when the high drama began. Senthil could be seen breaking down, clutching his chest, and crying in pain as he was being taken by the ED. Watch this sequence.
Please.
Senthil Balaji may be clutching his heart, but his mind is working, and his mind has prompted him, viewers, to seek bail. The order is still reserved for tomorrow. The Enforcement Directorate says that he should not be given bail because he may destroy evidence or influence witnesses if he's out in the public domain. The ED also points out that close to 1.5 crores were found in the bank accounts of this minister and his wife, which are disproportionate to their known sources of income. Now, these are all allegations, viewers. But the cash stash aside and grave charges aside, Chief Minister MK Stalin and 15 of his colleagues in cabinet rushed to the hospital in a show of solidarity to meet Senthil, alleging that he was in this state because he had to suffer hardship, pressures, and intimidation by the BJP-led enforcement directorate. That's the link that they have drawn. They allege that this is BJP's brazen attempt to crush the opposition with false cases. Viewers, the BJP is quick to point out that Stalin himself, the Chief Minister today, when he was in the opposition in 2016, when Senthil Balaji was in the AIDMK, called this same Senthil Balaji, quote, corrupt looter, unquote. Corrupt looter. So viewers, once he joined the DMK in 2018, his graft taint miraculously disappeared. Now, what is the word they use when similarly tainted members join the BJP? They say, oh, BJP is a whitewashing machine, right? Washing machine. Everyone, like, one famous washing powder comes out much cleaner, looking really bright. Now, viewers, this is the same thing. Mr. Balaji was corrupt for the Chief Minister, Mr. Stalin, when he was in the opposition. The moment he migrates to his own party, he's as clean as a whistle. Yes, in 2023, the DMK vehemently defends this same minister as a victim of vendetta politics. Now, they'll tell you, viewers, that something happened. He was given a clean chit by the High Court. That clean chit also, viewers, has been called into question, not by Rahul Shivshankar or the BJP or the ED, but by the Supreme Court. We'll come to that in a little while. But first, listen. First, listen to Chief Minister Stalin when he stood up and said that this man was a looter. Listen to this.
போக்குவரத்து துறையினுடைய அமைச்சராக இருந்து அந்த துறையில நடத்துனர் பணிக்கு 3 லட்சம், மெக்கானிக் பணிக்கு 6 லட்சம் என்று கொடுத்து ஏமாந்திருக்கக்கூடியவர்கள் லட்சக்கணக்கானோர். இது குறித்து 48 பேர் புகாரும் கொடுத்திருக்கிறாங்க. ஆள் கடத்தல் புகாருக்கு உள்ளான அவருக்கு இப்போது தேர்தலில் போட்டியிட, அது வேறு ஒரு தொகுதியிலே போட்டியிட அவருக்கு வாய்ப்பு கிடைச்சிருக்கு.
Now, viewers, we are constantly told that DMK is a cadre-based disciplined party. And so, viewers, whatever Mr. Stalin said was echoed religiously down to the last dot by all his other ministers, his colleagues in his party and in his government. Listen to this.
அப்ஜெக்ஷன் இருக்காரு, நல்லா இருக்காரு. இந்த உருட்டல் மிரட்டலாம் நாங்க அஞ்ச மாட்டோம். சட்டப்படி சந்திப்போம்.
This is only the act of the revenge by the union government. You know it. ஒன்றிய அரசின் revengeful activity is this. The ஒன்றிய அரசு, union government is doing so many wrong things against the states where there is no BJP government.
Procedure adopted by the ED is totally illegal and unconstitutional.
It's a very cowardly act, and he will come out clean, and our Chief Minister is also standing steadfastly.
Now, viewers, let me tell you, he's not just a poster boy that the DMK has discovered amongst its ranks, but also for the rest of the opposition that is quickly galvanized around this one arrest and come out in support. So you have Mamata Banerjee, Mallikarjun Kharge, tallest leaders in our country, Raghav Chadha, member of the Aam Aadmi Party, a member of Parliament, Sanjay Raut of the Shiv Sena Uddhav faction, who's also a member of Parliament. All these members of Parliament have come out and completely supported this gentleman, saying that he is actually a victim of the most venal attempt at crushing the voice of dissent or the opposition. So we ask, is there a credible reason to allege that Senthil Balaji is a victim of vendetta, as the opposition is claiming? Now, here are some hard facts that suggest that, viewers, this claim may not be entirely tenable. Now, you can talk about the selectivity of the enforcement directorate, etc., etc., but when you are handing out a clean chit, you have to look at the facts. And on this show, viewers, the facts are always presented objectively to you, so you get closer to the truth. October 2015, the first complaint against a conductor is filed for cash for job scam. But viewers, the lapse was that it did not implicate then Minister Balaji. In March 2016, a second complaint against two aides of Balaji for cash for job is filed. Due to police inaction, victim was forced to move the High Court. Nothing really happened on this second big complaint. In 2016, the High Court ordered the police to widen the probe to a ministerial level. So the High Court thought that there was enough there to actually look at whether the minister himself was involved. The police files the report, excludes the minister and his relatives. Fair enough, maybe the police did a great job. The Prevention of Corruption Act charge is omitted, diluting the case further. In 2018, the Transport Department employees' complaint against Mr. Balaji is filed. Now, this person claims that Balaji asked him to collect rupees 95 lakhs from a bunch of aspirants. Here, viewers, the lapse is that the case filed but again omitted grave corruption charge. So the grave corruption charge was omitted. No mention of the fact that Balaji had asked somebody to collect 95 lakhs from aspirants who wanted a job. In 2019, a fresh complaint of bribe is being paid to Balaji's PA. Yes, viewers, this is the claim. The case is filed but again omitted corruption charge. So again, the corruption charge somehow is not included. Why, viewers? We're still trying to get answers on this very, very important question. In 2021, Balaji's aides Shanmugam and Saharajan tried to quash the case. They claimed a compromise with victims and the return of money. So money was given back. They say now we've compromised, no one has a problem. The HC dismissed the case based on this compromise. In 2021, the case dismissal based on compromise is challenged, viewers, in the Supreme Court. In the Supreme Court. Here is a lapse. The Supreme Court then questioned the failure of adding charges under PCA from 2015 to 2021. They say this is an out and out corruption case. How can you not be adding that charge? The Supreme Court also said there's a compromise of justice, fair play, criminal jurisprudence. These are the words of the Supreme Court. I told you, viewers, the gentleman is back in the eye of the storm, and it is Supreme Court who believes that there is a case. In fact, the Enforcement Directorate has leaned on the Apex Court's 2022 verdict, which justified the ED probe on Senthil under the PMLA Act. And this is what the Supreme Court said. Public servant receiving illegal gratification is in possession of proceeds of crime. Illegal gratification that they have taken represents proceeds of crime. Not impressed with the contention that the ED probe was triggered without any jurisdictional facts. Charges in FIR point out to involvement of persons in criminal activity. FIR points to laundering of proceeds of crime within meaning of Section 3. To say that Enforcement Directorate should have adopted an ostrich-like approach is something unheard of, viewers. Here is the Supreme Court, the highest authority in our land. So let's open this up, viewers, and figure out from some of the opposition parties why they still think that Mr. Senthil is a victim of vendetta. And I want